If you're trying to achieve natural looking makeup that still shows up in photos, keep watching and I'll show you how to do that. First off, you're gonna take a primer. I really like the e.l.f. Jelly Pop, something that's really gonna adhere your foundation to your skin. Stick test, we're ready. For my base, I'm gonna be taking my Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour Skin Tint. You want something that's not super glowy because I find that in photos, if you have glowy skin, it can almost like distort your face and really emphasize things that you obviously don't want to emphasize. This one is a natural finish, which, I mean, I would prefer a matte finish for photos, but my matte foundation is not my shade at all. I like to start my base with a brush for more coverage, and then I'll take a sponge to sheer it out and also get rid of any lines I have from the brush. I know you hear everyone say it, but the key is truly light layers. To contour, you do want to use something, again, natural to matte. Warm it up on the back of your hand. Today I'm doing the Makeup by Mario. And then I'm going to take that, and this is where you really want your face to come to life in photos, is through your contour and your highlighting. Now that we've created those shadows, we're gonna add back some light. I'm taking the Lawless Conceal the Deal because I need a bit more coverage on my under eyes. The camera does not do it justice, I swear to you. My under eyes are like the most purpley, pinky thing on this planet. I'm gonna start using a brush and then I'm gonna blend it out with a sponge, similar to what I did with the foundation. And then when I add light back to my face, I like to do it just in the center. I start with whatever concealer I put on my face first because I don't want that to have too much coverage. It's mostly just for the shading. And then I will move on to my under eyes because I want that to set down just a little bit before I blend it. To keep it all seamless, I like to go back and forth with brushes that I already used. This one was my contour brush, and I'm just gonna make sure that I don't have any harsh lines. I find that this really helps to marry together all of the colors on your face so that you don't have anything sticking out. Since I'll be taking pictures today, I do want to do a blush that's more to my natural tone. That is At Last by Illy. Anyways, I don't take this on the back of my hand. I like to put it directly onto this fluffy brush. I think this is a powder brush, honestly. I just love the way it diffuses my blush. So good. Now before I start setting everything down with powder, I like to give all my liquids time to soak into my skin and also dry down a bit. So we're gonna make sure we remove any product from the brows before we get started on these bad boys. For brows, I use the e.l.f. brow pencil and then the NYX the brow glue. I really like this combo. I think that the e.l.f. pencil is fantastic because it's so teeny tiny. A ghost just turned on my shower. In pictures, my brows often get lost, so I really try to go just a tiny bit darker on them, and I find that they actually like show up on camera that way. To set my under eyes, I'm taking my Made by Mitchell eyelights. I like to keep things matte, and also this adds a little bit more coverage for my lovely girls. Do you see that? I think this powder is so underrated. It is genuinely one of the most flawless eye powders I have ever used. That's so good.